What's up? It's Joe from Game Global. I'm outside. We are still allowed outside here in Jakarta, and I'm going to do the intro again in case the content team hates that intro. My name's Joe. I'm from Game Global. I'm here in Jakarta, Indonesia, and I am going to tell you the 4 ways that I leveled up as far as the strength of my game, and the 4 ways which I recommend that you do it as well. Let's crack straight into it. Okay, number 1 is to get a wingman, because one of the main strengths of having a wingman is that it helps you overcome your approach anxiety. All right, which is when you're new, probably that's something you're going to have to deal with. All right, personally, I was more worried about looking like a pussy in front of my wingman than I was scared of talking to the girl. All right, also a wingman just makes the whole experience more fun. You can get immediate feedback. You can tell your friend, "Oh, look, this and this happened. Ha ha, how funny," which is great. And also, it's just really useful to have support from someone else who also thinks that going and talking to girls that you don't know is a cool thing. Alright, because there's a load of limp-wristed, chody, white knights men who think that that's stupid. What the fuck? He's going to be able to give you feedback on your approaches and tell you what you can do better. And if you find a really fucking killer wingman, alright, he is going to jump in the group sets when there's a girl who's with her friends or something, which, to be fair, in bars and clubs, that's going to be always, right? And he's going to distract the girls that you're not interested in, so that you have free reign to talk to the girl you are interested in. Action number 2 that you can take, and that you should take, to level up your game is to write field reports. This is how you discover what you need to improve. Right? It's no good just going out doing the same shit, doing the same things wrong every single time and expecting to get better, because you're not going to. Right? Get the notes app in your phone, or pen and paper, if you have. Okay, and at the very, very least, you write 3 things that you did well and 3 things that you need to improve on. Okay, the reason you write 3 things that you did well is so that you don't become disheartened, and that you can see that you are improving, and that you can see that you're not a complete loser. Okay, because that's important. And the reason why you write 3 things you did badly is so that you know what you can improve upon next time, so you know what to read about when you get home, or you know what to ask your wingman or your coach about. Okay, and then with that extra knowledge, you feel more confident and empowered that when you go out again next time, you know what you have to work on, you know what you have to do better, and you know how. Number 3 way to level up your game is to try new things. Alright? I have lost count of the amount of times, through my journey of learning to get good at this, the amount of things that I just believed were not possible until I tried them and then realised it was possible. Okay, let me just list some. Honestly, this journey is just a succession of steps, things that you didn't believe you could do until you did it. So many guys, they're scared, they just want to do the same thing that they always do, that got them laid once out of every 7 nights or something. Oh, I just go out and I do this and I do this, and I don't talk to the tens, and then I talk with my wing, and then sometimes I pull, so that's what I'm going to do. No, you need to be always trying to push your boundaries. That's how you improve at anything. Okay? It's just by trying. You don't become an expert guitarist just by playing Mary Had a Little Lamb on your guitar. You have to try and play the next fucking song, and maybe you'll fail, and you won't get guitar laid, or whatever the metaphor is. Maybe you'll fail, but this is how you get better. Okay, and then now, the number 4 and the final thing that you can do to level up your game, it kind of like encompasses all of the first three, and that thing is to get a coach, right? A coach, someone who you trust, someone who you have seen can get the results that you want, someone who you have seen can explain like the nuances of what you're doing wrong and give you feedback in a way that resonates with you. I want to tell you guys the story of mine and Kieran's first night out, because it kind of like ties together all of the points that I've made so far. Okay, it was really early. We got to the club really early. They call it happy hour in the UK. It was like between 8 and 9 p.m. or something ridiculously early like that. No one is happy. Don't know why they call it happy hour. No one is drunk. No one is dancing. All right, and yeah, they should call it like awkward hour or something. But Kieran and me and our other friend, we are like the most social people, just having the best time trying to talk to everyone. Alright, so that's obviously really, really good. I remember before we got into the club, he was telling me about like, oh, the biggest realization I've had in game in the last year is physicality. Alright, I used to think you couldn't get physical until they would show the signs, but no, actually girls really like it when you're confident enough to get physical. As long as you're calibrated about it, you do that, and it's just, things are going to go a lot smoother. And I was like, what are you talking about, getting physical like really, really quickly? This was something I'd never really tried, but I was open-minded enough to try it, because that's how you get better at a game, right? You try new things. So anyway, I remember I was in the conversation with this tiny Austrian woman, and it's going okay for like 9 p.m. Like I'm telling jokes, she's laughing, she talks to her friend, her friend kind of likes me, and I'm standing here and she's standing there, and she likes what I have to say, sort of. Okay, and I'm like, this is good. Okay, then Kieran like sneaks up behind me and whispers into my ear. He says, "Physical," and I'm like, "Fuck, holy shit, really? It's 9 p.m. Physical? Everyone's gonna see." And I was worried to do it. So at first I ignored him, and then he said it again, "Physical." Okay, like some sort of creepy boot camp instructor. Oh, the light's dying down. So I gave it a try. I grabbed her hand like, oh, by the way, this is how English people dance. And I started like waltzing with her, right? And immediately she lit up. She was loving it, like, ah, ha, 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 ha. Okay, and just the interaction got better. So I was like, started pushing more physicality, more, like obviously in a calibrated way. But what was just like a pleasant conversation, which would surely have ended in like, nice to meet you, eventually, it turned into something more. Suddenly there was like a man to woman vibe, and so many of my interactions, especially early in the night, had lacked that. I didn't pull her because it's 9 p.m. We had to go to a different club, but we swapped numbers and we dated for several months afterwards. Later on that night, I was trying this all night. I'm getting great results. Later on that night, I remember a tiny little Spanish chikorita, and I was confident enough at this point to just walk on over and say, sorry, I'm late. The physicality brought her in really quickly. Within minutes, we were like making out. Pulled her home, botched the pool, but we swapped contact details, and we, again, from the same night, dating for several months afterwards. Okay? And all this from like the 1 minute feedback from Kieran. Alright? Who knows how long it would have took me to realise this like mistake that I was making, or this lack of judgment that I had. Okay? Perhaps still now I'd be just like standing like, oh, nice to meet you, and like with no physicality. So this is what I'm saying. The coaching rounds up all of the great points which I already said. Okay? A coach acts as your wingman and gives you all the benefits of that. Even if he's not there, he's still gonna give you that accountability. He's still gonna make it more fun for you. He's still gonna be able to give you feedback based on the feedback that you give him. Okay? A coach will force you to report back on what you've been doing well. He'll make it more clear what you've been doing well and what you need to improve on. Okay? And he will absolutely, definitely push you to try new things, just like Kieran did in that example there. Neither of us were coaching professionally back then. We were just friends. We were just wingmen. All right. Now we have co-founded Game Global together, and at the moment, Kieran is currently, during the quarantine, offering free 30-minute Skype consultations to anyone in the Game Global network who is looking for a bit of assistance and guidance as far as getting better with women. Okay. At the moment, during the quarantine, a lot of guys have been using this call to improve their online dating. So Kieran's been taking a look at their profiles and meticulously evaluating their text conversations to see where these guys have been going wrong and helping them improve their message game. Okay, but also other guys have been using these calls to build a roadmap, a step-by-step guide to help them get to where they want to be as far as their dating and social life, where that is concerned. Kieran will give them, you need to do this, provide them a complete roadmap for them to get where they want to be. These Skype calls are absolutely free, and you can book them at this link here. It's going to be in the description as well, calendly.com/Kieran Callum. He's doing obviously virtual Skype calls, which means wherever you are in the world, you can just click that link. It will take you to his calendar. You choose the best time and date for him to call you, and then you can discuss whatever things that you feel you need to improve as far as your dating and social life. You're in quarantine, you're not doing anything else, you might as well prepare yourself for when you're back out there meeting girls with this free call with Kieran Callum. Click the link right now. It's in the description, it's here again, and in the description, and here. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll speak to you real soon.